Dark Souls 2 playthrough. I know there's a enormous demand for it, judging by all the views and likes that I've gotten, so here's another one. Today I'm going to be collecting as many souls as I can whilst I play, so I'll be wearing the Seldora gear. Each item increases the amount of souls that you collect. These are just as close, but they have the same effect. And I'll be equipping the covetous Serpent Ring plus 2. Since last time, I have increased my faith to 50 and reduced some other stats to accommodate for me doing that. The reason for which is so that I could equip this Lightning Dragon Chime, which has the quickest cast time and also has the highest lightning modifier. Now that I have a high lightning modifier on my chime that I use for casting miracles, I've re-equipped some great lightning spears. I'm using Great Magic Barrier again just for the hell of it, and I've still got Soothing Sunlight equipped. I've gotten rid of Sacred Oath. Now, interestingly, support characters, NPCs that you can summon for help, have summon signs that appear in front of boss battles, like so. Now the strange thing is, I've beaten this boss, yet the summon sign remains, so I'm going to see how far I can take Lucatiel. I've got a feeling that there's a fog gate up ahead that if I activated the shield, that fog sign will disappear. I had my control pad wire tangled up in my microphone stand. I'm going to try and safely dispatch these enemies without getting hurt, so that I can keep Lucatiel with me when I run this gauntlet up ahead. Normally, if you attack the ironclad closest to you, the one behind will smash away one of these panels and run off. Now, if that had been the case, actually, I want to keep this platform down. Let's just pop him, aggro him to come after me, so that I may because as this platform lowers, so does this one, creating a pathway for me to get to another area. Right, so the poison's killed him. Got another fella here. Excellent, poison's killed him. And then let's get this guy down here. We won't be going down there, but we like souls. There we go, so he's poisoned. I don't know if the poison will finish him off, but we can hope. I wonder if that hurts him. Doesn't appear to. Awesome, some goodies for selling. Okay, I'll just show you another area quickly. So if you go through here and you have a Pharos Lockstone, you can use it here, break enemies that I've killed. I can see there's another archer that I missed there. I'll get him in a bit. This fella, if you want to join the Bellkeeper's Covenant, I've killed all the enemies here enough times that they don't respawn anymore. But you'll have a fight here when you're in the Bell Watcher Covenant. Our character called the Mad Warrior will sometimes spawn here. There's a 25% chance, and he spawns infinitely, so you can farm him for his unique items that only he drops. So far I've only got his Berserker Blade, and I'm not in the Covenant anymore, so he won't appear anymore. There'll be an item down there. This is the only way you can get round here because you can't get up this ledge. There is a ladder here if you want to double back for any reason. Item in a chest. Staircase. Item on a corpse. And then you come through here. And you're back out in the Iron Keep area. Hit this wall to reveal a secret thing. There's a Black Knight's Greatsword in one of these chests, which is arguably one of the best balanced swords in the game, but it requires you to have your stats kind of spread out quite thinly, so it's the kind of sword that you'd end up using much later, and kind of where I am now, but I prefer the sword I have, to be honest, because I've focused my stats into other areas. Alright. Obviously that makes things a little more dangerous. Oh. Still an archer. Let's take him out from here. He got me. But I got him. And the poison is working its magic on him. I love using poison items in this game. I think they're invaluable. And he dropped a Lone Knight something. So I get the feeling. What's this? Okay, it's alright. I think that triggering this mist will remove Lucatiel's summon sign. That's my suspicion anyway. I'll go back and check that shortly. These little square pads here will trigger these platforms to collapse, which obviously, isn't a good thing. I'm gonna go back now and check if Lucatiel's summon sign is still there. I'll resume recording from this point when I get back. So her summon sign is in fact still here. I need to test out the boundaries of where I can take her, because if possible, I'll take... No, well, that's my question answered straight away. So I'm wondering if the reason that they've left her in here is so that they can use her as an NPC to fight invaders, because I can't take her any further into the game, and there's no reason to have her. It must be, just to help you fight invaders, or a bug. Probably a bug, to be honest. Okay, so we're back here now, and this platform is still lowered, which allows us access to this little platform here. I always wonder what that shadow is that's cast on the wall. It doesn't resemble anything here. These water urns, if you soak yourself nicely, you'll survive longer in the hot coal areas. And I know what you are. Oh yes, I do. Creepy little bugger. And you've dropped dark armor and a lightning-winged lot of gear that I don't have in the game. And I'm not sure how to get all of it because I feel like I've done most of everything. I know that certain enemies will drop unique items. I just don't know which ones drop which. Oh crap, this is inconvenient. Hey buddy. Didn't get the backstab. No, still didn't get the backstab, annoyingly. Again. There we go. Red Phantom there just to terrify me. So yeah, I'm hunting for souls in this section. Oh, sorry about that. The lighting effects are ruined as of the update. This staircase is kind of annoying because it's difficult to tell. Obviously he's taking shots at me and isn't going to hit me. Yeah, I thought he might get me. I didn't have enough stamina to roll away at the end, but that's okay. I've still got plenty of Estus. And that boss that I'm heading to fight today has a bonfire just before him, so I don't need to worry too much about using up my healing items before the boss, because, well, I've got 2 healing spells, and there will be a bonfire anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Simpleton Spice. Maybe I can use them for online trading at a later date. And there are rumors that the new DLC that's coming out this month is going to be in this tower off in the distance. This apparently will be the new DLC location. That's what speculation is saying. How we will get to that location, I'm not sure, but yeah, it could be. Some people are speculating that it might actually be at the volcano, but I don't think so. This tower probably seems like the most likely candidate. Also, you've got a tall vertical tower. It's kind of slightly different geographical adventure to have. Anyway, so this is kind of like an alternate route, almost. But, you know, it's quite a fun way to go, and there's some extra little bonus items that can be had. Hey buddy. Now this guy's AI is kind of busted. He normally just like sprints at you right off the edge. But I feel sorry for these guys almost because they don't have any projectile attacks, so they're screwed. Because I can just stand here and pick off them. Obviously, I don't want to make any mistakes here. So and I kind of could do this more quickly perhaps, but it's kind of a cool item placement. Anyway, and then I drop down here, and where is here? Well, I'll show you. This is that whole area, and I climb that ladder, went up around and above my own head, so you can just make it past these flames and through here if you wanted to. That guy will obviously drop down and try to ambush you. This guy might try to too, but they're easily dispatched, really. And he got me, which isn't too bad actually. In between episodes, I went to an area where the... Oh, that's not fair. I went to an area where the game is set to New Game Plus 30, because I had to keep reloading it over and over again to try and get the Phantom that only spawns once per playthrough to drop all of his armor. It's the Katarina armor, which is the Onion Knight armor from Dark Souls 1 that Sigmar of Katarina wears, and his daughter Sieglind of Katarina. One of my favourite NPCs in the whole Dark Souls series. Oh, I missed him. This is too narrow for me to do well in this fight. He's gonna squash me like a bug. So I'll just poison him instead and just lame it out. It's really narrow corridor. I tried getting him with the trap, but the delay was just too long on it. Next up, gonna now these flames, despite our hero being able to take quite the beating. What was that sound? From a lot of different kind of attacks. That fire will kill me rather quickly. In fact, what we're gonna do here is we're going to equip my item dropping set of gear in the hope that that guy has something worth having. And we'll pop a rusted coin, which increases luck, aka item drop. And we'll go for it. Hope for the best. Hopefully you won't squash me instantly. Here we go. That did not do much damage at all. I could probably stagger him quite nicely, to be honest. I might try actually. Screw it, let's try. Oh dear. I'll try one more time and then I'll just do it normally. I'm sure that can be parried. Well, I didn't parry it, and I paid the price. I could I just wanted to get the glory. Okay, I'll catch you back at that point when I get there. I hope those flame sounds aren't too annoying. So I've decided to equip a weapon with greater poise damage because I just feel it's completely obscene that he cannot get poise damaged. Again, one of the highest poise damage in the game, and it's not giving him any poise damage at all. Again, no poise damage. I don't know what's going on here. Well, this seems to poise damage him. I do not like you, and you didn't drop any items either. So now we're in the head of a giant demon. It's the volcano from before. Not a giant demon, but a giant demon statue anyway. So this is our last rest point before the boss, and this will deactivate all those annoying flames, thankfully, because they're quite noisy and annoying. So I'm gonna rest up. Let's see if this so that's a one-time spawning phantom. Interestingly, doesn't spawn again. Bosses drop set items, so there's no point me having this item farming setup equipped. Oh, I rolled into the spikes on the wall, quite funny. And he's gonna get me, yep. Not today, buddy. You can just live your own life. I'm not interested in you. I'm not interested in getting killed by you anyway. So, this is the setting for our next boss fight. Strange architecture. Why you would have a roof going into some stairs. This is actually a castle, a kingdom and a castle that was made of iron, so heavy that it sank into the lava. So most of this kingdom is actually under lava now. Now I'm not going to use melee against the upcoming boss. I'm going to use ranged attacks, and I'm going to poison him if at all possible. Let's see, what items have I got that could be helpful. This, because I'm going to try and use lightning spears against him to begin with. I don't know why that's happening. I think it's the luck. Right, let's have a go. And I'll let the cutscene play so you can see what I'm dealing with. Horrible red bloodshot eyeball vignette. guess right now and say that he may be impervious to flame damage. What about lightning? Not very effective actually. But we might as well use these. And that is a really newbie thing to do actually. I did that the very first time I fought him. I went to do a dodge roll and rolled straight into the lava. Well, I used the lightning spear, and honestly, I'm not happy with the results. They don't do anywhere near enough damage, so I'm going to try ranged attacks with the with my bow. I'll do a combination of ranged attacks with the bow to poison him because I know he's susceptible to poison attacks. I mean, 948 it does against these guys, and it's doing 100 against the Old Iron King, so it would be he has very high lightning resistance. So we're going to see what kind of damage this poison does to him. And I forgot to cast Great Magic Barrier last time, so we'll pop that on. And we'll get in there. No cutscene this time. So let's have him pop up. Here he is. So we've got some poison on him. It's doing very little. I don't think this passes through the wall, so I think I'll be okay there. I know he's got... Right, so that one... Okay, brilliant. Here I go again. I cannot believe that hit me. So I actually need to dodge that from left to right at a kind of slow pace. Or at the very last minute. But what I absolutely shouldn't do is dodge it straight forwards because it can't be done. Okay, it has been a really long time since I fought this guy. I spent so much of my time kind of grinding. I mean, you know, I'm trying to fight the fella up close, but he keeps wanting to use his ranged bullshit. So, and I think that attack's been patched to go through the wall because I don't believe it ever used to before. Or maybe it did and I just don't remember. And the reason I keep coming over here when he goes under is because the next time he pops up, oh no, he's defied logic. And I'm gonna be in trouble here, I think. He's spamming the flames. Why is he spamming the flames? Just realised I hit the microphone there, so sorry about that. My shield has got pretty good flame resistance. Yeah, he's just gonna keep spamming that until he basically kills me, I think. I was actually so desperate to dodge him that my head was moving with my character. So apologies for hitting the microphone. Killed by a wooden arrow. Give me some souls. 193,000 souls. The old Iron King, killed by a wooden arrow. Well, I mean, it's not really my place to brag. He absolutely destroyed me a bunch of times. Interestingly, there's the leftovers of a spire from the top of a building, tower, sticking up from the lava. There must be some sort of underground approach, under lava approach, in order to get there. I mean, I would assume so, because after you defeat the boss, hello, you do go underground to the flame, to a bonfire. No good to me, I'll have to sell that. Yeah, to this bonfire, so if there were to be a shortcut that would open up in this area, but if we saw from the last DLC area, which I didn't play, but you saw me gain access to the entry point, it was a teleportation portal, so I imagine it'll just be another teleportation portal. Sirens. Just sorry about that, some sirens. So these boss bonfires that you light will only allow you to teleport back to the far fire in Majula, which is overlooked by the last firekeeper. So let's speak to her. Okay. I don't know what she means by that. I haven't lost hope or turned hollow yet. Okay. Yes. Right. So proceed, that is your only option now. I think I've beaten the 4 main bosses, and so she's telling me that I should proceed. Okay, so I've taken a look, and as far as I can gather with regards to the actual story and how it's technically supposed to be played out, there are 4 great boss souls that you need to continue. You don't really, but it kind of is a nod to the lore in the first Dark Souls game. So I've got 3 of those souls. I've got the Lost Sinner's soul. Well, I'll show you. I've teleported to the wrong bonfire as well. I'll show you which souls I have, and then that'll be the end of this episode. I've got to be careful is what I've got. Might as well use these just for the hell of it. just for fancies. So the 3 large souls that I have so far are, let's see what we've got. These are the additional souls that you get, that are referenced to the souls from Dark Souls 1, the Great Lord souls from Dark Souls 1, but the giant souls that I need, technically, are the Covetous Demon Soul, no. Smelter Demon, no. The Old Iron King Soul is one. The Soul of the Lost Sinner is another. And the third must be this one, judging from the images. The soul of the rotten who writhes deep within the gutter. Yes, the rotten embraces all in his sanctuary. For all things unwanted or tossed away. The old rotten is, I think, supposed to represent Gravelord Nito. The Old Iron King soul is supposed to represent Gwyn's soul. And the soul of the Lost Sinner is supposed to represent the Witch of Izalith's soul. Now, there should be a Four Kings soul, but the Old Iron King could represent the Four Kings soul from Dark Souls 1, because the Four Kings soul are fragments of Gwyn's soul that he broke away and gave to the Four Kings. Now, there was one more great soul in Dark Souls 1 that you needed to collect, and that was the soul of Seath Scaleless. And so I'm going to, in the next episode, track down Seath's counterpart in order to proceed with the story as it's kind of intended to be enjoyed on a low level. So I'll be doing that next